Hi everyone, this is Vanessa Allen from IELTS Prep. Today I'd like to talk to you about accuracy and how important it is to focus on accuracy in your exam. Sometimes students get stuck at a particular band score because they are not focusing on correcting the mistakes that they are making. They are not focusing on accuracy. So it's very important, I believe, that it's something that you all really should be paying attention to. Now, in my experience with my students, I find that the majority of their problems comes down to grammar. They are aware of the grammar mistakes that they are making, whether it's in speaking or in writing, but they are not correcting those mistakes. And if you continue to ignore those mistakes or you don't change them, you are not going to be able to improve your band score or to get the band score that you require. So especially if they are repeated mistakes. If it's a one-off slip, that's different. Even native speakers, myself, I make slips. It's absolutely natural. But I'm talking about these repeated mistakes that are catastrophic, that are going to cause a problem with either your grammar, maybe your task achievement in your writing, or whether it's pronunciation, whatever area that you have this problem in, you need to address it and fix it. When it comes to grammar, you could be going back through grammar books. There's a lot of applications online that help with grammar. So you need to be working on it a lot. You've got to put the time and the effort in order to break those habits that you've had for a long time. I believe that repetition is a very good way to try and break these old habits. If you've got a grammar mistake, let's say an article, you're using your articles or you're forgetting to use articles, and okay, write yourself sentences, correct sentences, then repeat them over and over and over again. Focus on that point, focus on the article and to know that you are saying it correctly. Just repeat, 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 repeat. If you think back to when you were a child, you started walking, you stood up, you fell over, you took a step, you fell over, but you kept doing it. You repeated it over and over again until you got it right. And eventually, once you were able to stand and walk without falling over too much, you were good to go. You didn't have to practice anymore because your brain understood that this is the way you have to do it. It's the same if you think of anybody who is highly skilled in any area. A footballer, as an example. They spend hours and hours and hours training again and again and again in order to keep that level of skill that they have. So, and even if they need some help in an area, if they're not kicking the ball straight or they're not kicking the ball where they should, then they're going to practice that again and again and again until they get it right. So this is life. This is what we have to do. Unless, of course, you're extremely gifted and you can pick things up very quickly. You're very lucky if you can do that. But most of us, we have to continue practicing again and again and again until we get it right. You're retraining your brain to think in a different way, to actually complete the task in a different way. So sometimes it can take time, So you have to put that effort in. You have to give it that time in order to break the habits that you've been, or the bad habits that you've been, or that you've had. So I know it's very difficult because everybody's busy, they have families, work, and it's hard to allocate time. But you must. If you want to improve your score, if you want to get to that higher level, you have to put that time and that effort in. Otherwise, unfortunately, you might get stuck at that band score that you're already at. So please do try, because I really want everybody to succeed in the exam. So please do focus on your accuracy, and I wish you all the best. See you next time.